I told y'all I'm back at it. Hey, but look though, welcome to the Bridge Podcast. Now I'm on the scene right here at Mays High, the school I was telling y'all about that I should have gone to, but I chose to go to there. I chose a different route. In the eighth grade when I was at Young, which it was Southwest Middle School at the time, I had a starting position that they was giving me at this high school right here, and at point guard. And but the test failed on my birthday, so I really didn't want to take that test. That's how I ended up not going here. And that decision not to take the test and to go here and to go to another high school cost me a lot. It cost me my life. I think if I would have chosen to take that test and go to this school, Mays, my life would have been different. You know what I'm saying? Like my decision making after that, the people who I hung around, not trying to say that the people that I hung around or was kicking it with or whatever was bad or no shit like that. Nah, I ain't saying that. I'm just saying that I think my mindset would have been different. I would have went a different angle. Because like I said, in the eighth grade I had a scholarship. Only thing I had to do was just pass pass the tests, pass the SAT, everything. And I also had to make the team too. I also had to make the team. So, it was a program that we had at Southwest, the middle school. They had a program that I know nothing about until it was the graduation and awards day when I won an MVP. And they gave me and a friend of mine named Bertrand Walker. He got one in football and I got one in basketball. So that was the deal. That was my road. That was where I was going and where I was headed until I made the decision, not to come here. And that thought, while I was thinking I was doing right, because you know how we be young. When you're young, you think you know everything. You 13, 14 years old. Can't nobody tell you nothing. But it wasn't so much of could nobody tell me nothing. And it wasn't so much of that I was rebellious. It was so much of it fell on my birthday and I kind of wanted to do what I wanted to do on my birthday. But I was so anxious to try to, as boys, we love on our mom more. So you want the best for your mom. You want to make your mom proud. And I'm not blaming my mom. My mom tried. I can't even lie. My mom tried. But you want the best for your mom. You want to do things. That was my thing. You know, the crack era came and it came like a whirlwind and it came with a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? And that's the direction I went of selling drugs because I'm thinking I could get the money fast. I can get the love fast. My mama appreciate she'll love me. I finally be doing something right or whatever. This is what I'm thinking. And this what was in style. And I'm looking at the money people making. And I really can't look at the money because I'm looking at the cars and I'm looking at the flashy jewelry and all that. So I really can't see the money, but that's money itself. You feel me? So yeah. That's what I was on. And I moved from Camden Road. You know what I'm saying? Like, I stayed on the west side. I stayed in the SWATs. I didn't stay in projects. I didn't stay in nice apartments. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I was intrigued. I was very, very, very intrigued by crack, not the drug itself, but the money and the flash and everything else. And that fascination, like I say, it influenced me. And what I thought that I was doing right and I could have been doing good at or whatever, I wasn't. I would set myself up for disappointment. I would set myself up for a long-term prison incarceration. I would set myself up for death. In every way, I wasn't winning. You know what I'm saying? Because when you get off into the game of drugs and in the drug game, you know, 9 times 10, you're not going to stop until you die or you know what I'm saying? Go to jail, or and that one person, that 9 times 10, that one person is the one that takes that money, and they take their money and they invest it in some form of a business or something like that. But you have to have discipline, and you have to really run out of gas um, to even go that route of stop. Period, selling drugs and being in the streets. You know, but I never really wanted to go to get big. I just want to make my mom happy. I just want to have money. I just want to do what I want to do. I want to start a business because even in the seventh, sixth, seventh, eighth grade, um, I always dreamed. this always been my dream. I'm gonna tell y'all a story about this too. It always been my dream to own my own business and wear a suit and carry a briefcase. Crazy, ain't it? But I'm gonna tell you a story right quick that's gonna, might have y'all laughing. Uh, I remember um, going to school every morning, and I remember my mama used to be leaving. She'd leave and go to work. And I'm in there, and boy, no. I'm sorry, I'm lying. I remember before I would go to school. I go to school and my mom would leave after me. So I'd be at the corner of the building at the other end, waiting for her to leave. So when she leave, I go in the back door. So when I go in the back door, I go in, I put my suit on, you know what I'm saying? I go to school. So, my mom told me the story on the back end of it, you know what I'm saying? And I would go to school. So the teachers had got worried because for a whole week straight, I wore the same suit. You know what I'm saying? So they called my mom, you know what I'm saying? So, here come Monday. I'm back at it. I'm back at it, And here come Monday. She go to work, you know. I think I got all the sense. She got a little bit more sense than me. Well, a whole lot more sense than me. So I wasn't even in eighth grade then. But anyway, um, so I'm at the end of the building. The usual. I'm at the end of the building. Oh, she take off, then trick the shit out of me. She take off. I go in the back of that time. I run up in the house. Boom, put my suit on. Fresh, everything. I'm feeling good. I'm looking good. I'm a young dude. You know what I'm saying? I'm a young kid. I'm a kid. I go out the back door. She meet me. Scared the shit out of me. Yeah, get your ass in there. Take that goddamn suit off. They had them folk calling me all at work, talking about, do I need some help with you, and do you need some clothes and all this? And your ass got plenty of this shit, and you in there wearing that damn same regular ass suit every day. You know what I'm saying? But it was just my thing, man. I just always want to do my own thing, man. I always felt like my creative mind, even as a youth, I felt like my creative mind could could put me over the top, could put everybody over the top, because I've never been selfish. I've never been the type that felt like, I want all the money. I want everybody to win. And it ain't just the money, it's the motion too. I want to see everybody happy. You know what I'm saying? So I was always been on some entrepreneurship type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I just didn't see having a closed mouth, working with somebody or working for somebody and having a closed mouth. It don't sit too well, because I feel like the things that I can implement is either going to be the betterment for all us around here or the business or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I always been like that. Always, even now, with this podcast thing, I see people and it's motivation, but I know I'm good. I know the message that I'm pushing is more than just about money. You know what I'm saying? It's not about no money. It's about trying to get these young people, these young kids to understand it. They don't know everything. That they got a place for them. They have a place to put you at, and will forget about you. It's nothing that your mom, nothing that your dad, nothing nobody can do. Grandma, I don't care what you're talking about. And in certain situations, in certain instances, that your money can't even get you out. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, and that's my passion. You know what I'm saying? I have to, like I said before, I have to take accountability. And my first form of accountability is acknowledging where first the root of it is, where it first started. And where it first started was when I was in the eighth grade. That decision right there, and we don't tend to watch that at times. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say watch, but we don't go that far when we go wondering what happened. We don't dig deep to find out what happened, who planted the seed, or when was the seed planted. You know what I'm saying? And I can honestly tell you, my seed was planted when I was in the eighth grade, and it was planted by myself. It wasn't planted by my mom. It wasn't planted by my dad. It wasn't planted by, my sister who was just born. You know what I'm saying? Like, my circumstances weren't all that bad like everybody else's circumstances at that time, but you don't know what goes on in the household. You don't even know what goes on with your kid. You know what I'm saying? What goes through their mind when they're in that house. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's why I say, if you can't communicate, with each other or with your kids or with your spouse or with your boss or with whomever it is that you're around. If you can't communicate and you have a lack of communication, your relationship with these people is not going to be right. It's not going to be right because there's a lot of things is missing that you don't even know of. So, um, communication is a big thing, man. And communication is where you locate your kids at, from middle school to high school or whatever. It does make a difference. We're not going to get it misconstrued like it don't make a difference. It makes a difference. You know, um, like I said, this is my mission, man. And this is where it all started right here. You know, I just was at Southwest Middle School. I wanted to show y'all maze. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, let me show you a little bit more. I can't show you a whole lot because I can't show you a whole lot because um, school is closed and they wouldn't allow me in there anyway. But I just really wanted to give y'all that might see this, that don't know how it looks or whatever. You know how high school look, but I'm talking about maze. So you'll be more familiar with what I'm talking about, the school, the area, all this. I want you to be familiar with it, you know, because this movement is not a joke. This is life. This is not even a movement. This is life. This is life. And unfortunately, I put myself in a situation and in a position to live life in a different environment, an unhealthy environment. You know what I'm saying? But here we go right here, man. This it. This is school, man. Sky blue and gold. This it. This it. If I would have went here, I really feel like my life would have been different. But I didn't. And now I'm in redemption mode. And my redemption mode is to help these kids, help these youth not make the same decision I made at an early age. And whatever it takes for me to do it, I plan on doing it. And now it's time for me to start getting out and giving everybody what they really been waiting on. And that's the real story. That's the real me. That's my journey, which is a lot of guys' journey. You know what I'm saying? So, um, like I said, this podcast is not just gonna be sitting down and talking. It's gonna be some movement. It's gonna be a lot of stuff going on. It's gonna be a lot of awareness, a lot of information. How you doing, man? A lot of information. It's gonna be a lot going on right here to try to help you with your kids. Try to help you have a better awareness of a better understanding mentally of what your kids are going through in their thought process. We've been put in a situation financially that we don't really have time to invest mentally and emotionally in our kids. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of parents um, were actually youth themselves when they had their kid. So what do we expect? So I'm not pointing no fingers. I'm not saying bad parents. I'm not saying any of that. Only thing I'm saying is allow me to help you, to inform you, to give you the information of what's going on, what was going on with me, what can happen, what's gonna happen, and let me tell you about me. And possibly this could help you to show you that you don't have to stick your hand in the fire. This could possibly help the parents and the adult understand the importance of our lives and the importance of our decisions and the importance as adults to involve ourselves and invest in our kids, whether it's your kid or not. Because I don't think, hell, you got some 25, 26, 25-year-old politicians, you know, that's in seats. Who child is that? But we need their help, right? So we have to invest in all kids because they shape tomorrow. They actually shape tomorrow. Do you know that? You know that. So this is another episode, man. I was just trying to give y'all the base, the root, the seed of Eric and what transpired in his journey. But the only way you're going to be able to really get it is if you see where it all started from, where the seeds started from, was planted at. So again, just we got to pray, man, and we got to fight. This is hey man, this is the Bridge Podcast, man. I love y'all, man. I'll be back.